minions, stop this fun! I am the evil principal monster. I have your friend Nerdy Pants captive in my office.
Time ticking.
What should we do?
Silence! Find out!
Let's ask our magic elephant.
He says go to the magic textbook.
I have the book right here. The definition is the branch of psychology that specializes in understanding, teaching, and learning in educational settings. What's this note here? Go to Frederick Douglass Library? Emily, are you coming? Emily, you're not focusing your mental resources. In other words, you're not paying attention. You have divided attention. You're concentrating on more than one thing at one time.
I wish I had sustained and executive attention like you. At my level of cognitive development, I should be able to maintain attention over an extended period of time, plan, set goals, and monitor tasks so that I can learn effectively. You know what, Corey? I'm tired. We'll sip Nerdy Pants in the morning! I'm glad you finally woke up, Emily. We've got a lot of work to do to save Nerdy Pants. I was in the library the other day, and I heard these three men talking about their educational philosophies. I think that's what we're looking for! Great, let's go find them! Emily, over here, I found a man named William James. Hello, my name is William James, and I am the father of the American psychology. I believe that if you want to know how your children learn, you need to observe them in their natural setting. They aren't lab rats, you know. Well, I also think that if you want to start your lesson, you start it, let's say, I believe you should start your lessons at the point just beyond the child's knowledge, so you can stretch their minds. Great information, Corey. Where to find him? I just found John Dewey.
Hello there, my name is John Dewey. I believe that the child is an active learner, that children do best by doing, and that education should focus on the whole child and emphasize the child's adaptation to the environment. After all children deserve a competent education. Awesome! We've nearly found them all. I found E.L. Thorndike right behind this bookcase. You found me. I am the E.L. Thorndike, and I focus on assessment and measurement and promoted scientific underpinnings of learning. I think that it is very, very important to hone children's learning skills. I bet you two are looking for Kenneth Clark, Mamie Clark, George Sanchez, and Lita Hollingsworth. They're vacationing right now in the Bahamas, but I have them on speed dial. Let's give them a call, eh?
Hello, mates. My friends Corey and Emily are here, and they are in need of your help. Can you tell them your educational psychologies?
Hi, Corey and Emily. Kenneth Clark here. I was the first African-American president of the American Psychologists Association. My wife and I conducted research on African-American children's self-concept and identities. Hi guys, I'm George Sanchez. I was a Latino psychologist and conducted research showing the intelligence tests were culturally biased against ethnic minority children.
Hey y'all, it's Lita Hollingsworth. I was the first individual to use the term gifted to describe children who scored exceptionally high on intelligence tests. Good luck on your project.
We're making so much progress, Emily. Let's keep learning about educational psychology so we can formulate our own educational psychology and free Nerdy Pants from the evil principal monster.
Hopefully we can remember all the things we're learning. Memory is important.
You're so right, Emily. Memory is the retention of information over time. Educational psychologists study how information is initially placed or encoded into our memory, how it is retained or stored after being encoded, and how it is found or retrieved for a certain purpose later. This is super important, not only in terms of students adding things to their memory, but how they actively construct their memory.
How can I remember all of that?
Think of memory in terms of encoding, getting information into memory, storage, retaining information over time, and retrieval, taking information out of storage.
Awesome. This will definitely help us create a great educational philosophy because teachers need to be aware of how their students memorize information and what works best to retain information.
We're so smart. Now I think that we should probably learn a little bit more about learning itself. I wonder if there are some stages of learning?
I think there are. Let's look them up in my super cool iPhone.
Okay, let's use my phone. It's a little less complicated, huh? Let's put this right in here. Okay. It says there are 4 stages of learning: acquisition, proficiency, generalization, and maintenance. Acquisition is where you first see the information. Proficiency is when you're able to apply it. Generalization happens when you can apply the knowledge to new learning. And maintenance is when you're independent with your knowledge.
I say we're in the acquisition phase of this educational psychology stuff. Once we gathered information, reviewed it, and talked about it, I'm sure we'll be on our way to maintenance.
That is so true. And you know what I was just thinking? We're talking to each other.
Huh?
Yes, talking. We're using language. Language is a form of communication, whether spoken, written, or signed, that is based on a system of symbols. Language is made up of a lot of different components such as phonology, the study of sounds, morphology, the study of units of meaning, syntax, sentence structure, semantics, which is word meaning, and pragmatics, the use of language in different contexts.
That is so cool. I know that language develops as we grow older. When I was born, I couldn't say a single word. Now my lexicon is through the roof. I can thank my trusty teacher for helping me become so intelligent.
My brain is packed full of information, but my stomach's not. Let's go get something to eat, okay?
Girlfriend, are you okay?
Yeah, but you would have thought I was developed enough not to do something like that.
Yes, but don't forget, development is much more than biological processes and growth. It's also your cognitive and socio-emotional processes that begin at conception and continue until you die. You may not be developed physically, but I know you're cognitively and socially emotionally developed.
Thanks. Have you heard of the continuity versus discontinuity issue? It's an issue regarding whether development involves gradual change or distinct changes. There is also an issue called the early-later issue that focuses on the degree to which an early experience or later experience are the key determinants in a child's development.
I guess that's why we're all so different. We all develop differently based on our environment and our heredity. I think that's the issue of nature versus nurture.
I just had a great thought that will definitely wrap up our learning about educational psychology.
I'm so excited! Totally!
Let's play a guessing game. I'm thinking of 4 complex cognitive processes. Can you think of them, Emily?
I don't know, Corey. Can you tell me?
Okay, there is conceptual understanding, thinking, problem solving, and transfer. A concept groups objects, events, and characteristics on the basis of common properties. Thinking is manipulating and transforming information into memory. Problem solving requires executive attention. Transfer is applying previous experiences and knowledge to learning or problem solving in a new situation.
Wow, we have enough knowledge now, so we can make our educational psychology philosophy. Let's go save Nerdy Pants now. Enough talking.
Okay.
Principal Monster, we're ready!
Speak, dumb student.
We're here to save Nerdy Pants. We know our educational philosophy now. We think that education should be meant to help all students achieve an equal education, just like John Dewey said. It should put the child at the center and include all children, regardless of their ethnicity or race, as George Sanchez believed. All 4 stages of learning should be incorporated into a child's education so that they can learn best. We're fully prepared to be great teachers now and save Nerdy Pants. Fine, you can have your precious Nerdy Pants. Oh.